I'm Faith.
And I'm Steve.
And this is
Crunk History.
Okay, so it all started spring of 2015. And we met.
Faith and I matched on Tinder.
We did. Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, everyone. I had graduated from college at Penn State, and Faith was still attending college at Penn State. I was living... I had graduated. I was living at home and working full time, and Faith was just home for the summer.
I lived in Exton, and Exton was close to East Goshen Park. And East Goshen Park was about 10 minutes from me, and Steve knew that, and Steve said, oh, well, coincidentally, I live in North Goshen. And North Goshen is like super close to East Goshen. And I was like, oh, well then perfect. Let's meet there then if you're in North Goshen. That's like perfect. And so we met there, and then afterwards I figured out North Goshen doesn't exist. There's no North Goshen. He tricked me. There's only an East Goshen Park, and that's where we met.
And let the record be known that it was no hiccup on the record. Let the record be known that this was to make her feel comfortable, but was not malicious in any way.
Basically, he didn't tell me where he lived. Who knows who this guy is?
I don't care how far I need to travel to make her feel comfortable. I would go.
Okay. Date number 1.
Date number 1.
End of June 2015.
2015.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want to go on this date.
I did want to go on this date.
I called Lauren, was talking to Lauren, and was like, hey Lauren, I might get murdered on this date. I don't know who this person is. Not really sure if I want to go. Only person I've met off the internet. So if I don't come home, I'm probably dead. So I'm going to go on this date, and hopefully it's fun. I get to the park, and I pull up, and I see this guy. And the first thing I think is like, oh wow, he's pretty cute. I mean, he's kind of short, but he's pretty cute. And that sounds good, so let's do this thing.
But I did go up to your car and invited you out of your car?
Oh, thank you for that.
Oh, okay. Do you want to... Okay, I don't know how to prove I'm not a serial killer at this point, but would you like to get out of your car in a public place?
And I said yes. And we found a nice park bench. And I thought that, like, okay, 30 minutes, an hour, I've got to go to a family party after this. I was looking at my watch, kind of like, okay, got to get the move on here. And then we started talking, and it was like, ah ha ha ha, oh my God, you're funny, I'm funny. Oh, this is good. And time was just passing.
Time was passing.
Yeah.
We did have a lot of conversation that was great. I remember in particular your sense of smell. Old people smell like beef.
They do. I stand by that statement. I remember telling you that. Because I said, to preface it, I'm going to tell you something.
There's no preface.
There was a preface. I said, please don't judge me for what I'm about to say, but old people smell like beef. Old people have a significant smell that is a beefy aroma. And I still stand by that statement.
Date number 1.
Date number 1.
This was brought to my attention.
Anyway, so had this family party, was talking to this guy about old people, and looked at my watch, and basically was like, oh my god, we've been here for 4 hours now. We've just been sitting here getting eaten by bugs and talking about old people. And that's like really romantic, but I have to go to my family party because they think I might be murdered if I don't show up.
Right.
So I was like, I gotta go. So we walked back to the parking lot where our cars were.
I walked you back to your car.
You did.
I asked you directly if you would be interested in another date, and you said yes while nodding your head no.
I did do that. I said, sure, yeah, absolutely. You gotta keep them on their toes. Yes with the head no means a lot of things.
So, that's where we left the first date.
Moving on. Date number 2. Date number 2. We had been talking since the first date. This was like a couple weeks after.
Yep.
And I, at that point, had told you a lot about myself. I was texting you and was like, I really like turtles. I really like sharks. Sea turtles. I like a lot of stuff that involves the ocean. And you were like, I really like you, so we should go on a second date.
Right.
And I was like, okay, what do you want to do? And you were like, surprise. It's a surprise. Show up. Here we go. Date number 2. Let's get into this car. Let's go to wherever this date is you're taking me to. And then we drive like an hour, basically, to where we're going.
Yep.
And so we pull up, and I was like, I know this place. This is the aquarium. And you were like,
The Camden Aquarium.
Camden Aquarium. Camden Aquarium. And we walked in, and I was like, oh my god, there's so many animals. Sharks. I love sharks. Turtles. I love turtles. And it was super nice. It was really nice. That was a very thoughtful date. And then we left the aquarium after seeing all those fish. And we went out to your car, and I was like, great, time to go home. It was a good date. And you were like,
whoa, that was only part 1.
Part 1 of the date. What?
I've got a fruit salad.
And you pulled out a fruit salad from the hot trunk of your car. You were like, here's some fruit in a bowl.
It was in a cooler. It was a very hot day, but it was in a cooler.
You did that.
And I included kiwi because you said you liked kiwi.
I do enjoy kiwi. And you remembered. I was like, oh my god. He remembered. I love kiwi.
Right, so moral of the story is very basic things. For you kids listening at home, just
fruit.
Bare minimum. Just pay attention.
That's all it takes. Thank you for doing the bare minimum. I appreciate it.
Faith times that she'd like kiwi and said, I'm gonna make a fruit salad.
It was romantic. It was romantic. We had hot water bottles and fruit salad. And that was romantic.
But it's all that counts.
It did. That was the date that I knew I looked at you in the trunk of your hot car and was like, this guy,
I can't suck it.
this guy, stop burping, please, guy. This guy,
That wasn't burp. That was a hiccup.
this guy, I could hang out with this guy more. Maybe date him. I don't know. But maybe. This could be it. And then after date number 2, before I went back to college, you moved into the apartment in the city, and I was like, here I am, dating this older guy who has an apartment in Philadelphia.
With 3 other guys.
Yeah, but whatever. It's really cool. He has his own place. I'm gonna go stay there. And I did. And the one night, I was like, I'm going to this party at this college in the city. Will you drop me off, drive me over? And you drove me to this party, and I got out of the car, and I was about to close the door, and I said, okay, bye, I love you. And I closed the door, and I realized, we are not there. I don't love you. And so I opened the door, and I said, sorry, thought you were my mom?
Which
And-
makes it way better.
And then I went into that party, and I cried. And I cried a lot.
This was not the right time to break down all of the complexities that just happened. Do you have mom problems? Do you have me problems? What is going on?
Well, I told my friends, I've got a lot of problems.
Yeah. Yep.